All right. Hello, everybody. How are you today? This is your 10U Bulls taking on the Atlanta Mad Hatters in SYTHL League Play. Thank you all for tuning in, both Bulls family and anybody else that might be watching. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. This is a Bulls broadcast, as most of you are aware, but as I've been told this weekend, and glad to hear it really, is some of the other teams watch us, and I couldn't be happier at that. But again, it is a Bulls broadcast, so uh, I apologize if the commentary is a little one-sided. Um, Bulls coming off their a 6-2 victory against the Nashville Warriors. Uh, Nashville, of course, little bit of a dark horse in this SYTHL um, league. They came out of nowhere last weekend and stunned everybody by putting on quite a show. So we'll see how they continue to do. Bulls, tough weekend last SYTHL league weekend. They were 1-3, but so far came out this weekend have made a statement. So we'll see if we continue to pour on the pressure. As always, if you're watching this live and you want to throw a comment in the chat, I can see them now, so love to hear anything you have to say, especially if something goes wrong with the stream. So just a couple more minutes. We just finished Zaman, and we'll get the teams on the ice for a 3-minute warm-up. We will have we will have 12-minute periods, 1-minute penalties, and see how things evolve in this game. Looks like Bulls are going to be on the far end. Hatters are going to be on this side closest to us. This rink does not have a really high bleacher section, so I can't really get up high and shoot. So we're doing the best we can with this end zone type setup. So um, just bear with us. And the bleachers that we're on are a little shaky, so apologize if the camera gets a little shaky at times. Got coaches throwing pucks out with nobody on the ice. Here we go. Refs are getting out there, or at least one. And we should be getting warm-ups going here shortly. Again, not my rink, not the best setup here. I know there's a lot of puck marks and stuff on the glass, kind of making things fuzzy, so apologize for that. There is a cool little crow's nest up there, you could see, for the Nashville Gladiators team. Spartans, sorry. Spartans, Nashville Spartans. I was told in no uncertain terms by the lovely, the brilliant Lauren Cole that I could not get up there. So I was planning on it, but happy wife, happy life, right? So here we are. And she rolls her eyes at me. Team's waiting to get on the ice. Nets are set. Refs are in place. Here we go. Mad Hatters are going to be in their black jerseys. Your Bulls are going to be on that far end warming up, so I'm going to zoom in here so you guys can see. For all that you can see. Bulls in their white sweaters. Big Tab Baker, number 37, out there for goalie duty, going to be pulling it up between the pipes for us. Tab with a big-time goal this last game. Followed up a play and put one just in the back of the net like it was nothing. Had a lot of great looks last game, a lot of hustle, a lot of pickup, and the boys saw the results of that, so hopefully they come out and they stand this Mad Hatters team up on their heels. For those of you familiar with this rivalry here with the Mad Hatters, this Atlanta team has a very, very good player. Number 23, Wheeler, very fast, very talented kid. And Bulls are going to have to make sure they keep an eye on him because he can break away in an instant and is very, very good at shot placement. So that's nothing to say against the rest of the team. They have a good team overall, but Wheeler is a threat unto himself. And Bulls got to watch that. So again, a couple more minutes on the warm-up. We'll have Elijah Cole skating out. He was in net last game. See where he'll be pulling up duty this week. Elijah was playing defense last game. Actually, there goes Elijah right there, getting his warm-up in. Elijah played defense last weekend a couple of times when he skated out. First time he's ever done that, so new experience for him. Tab had two really big games. He made a great saves. And we were at the Mad Hatters rink. Looks like we're down to about 50 seconds left on this warm-up. Again, we have the scoreboard behind us, so you're not going to be able to see their scoreboard. We'll try our best to keep the time right and everything. Tyler Hallman should be coming in just a minute. Tyler, far better at this than I am. So hopefully he'll come in just a minute and take this over for us. That's the buzzer. He's setting up for a face-off here. All right. Mad Hatters coach hollering at him a little bit. They were messing around in the net. They're 10-year-olds, right? All right, so here we go. Starting lineup, we're going to have, looks like Caleb Doro. Not sure why my headset dropped out. Here we go. Henry Arns taking the face-off. Gets it over to Caleb Doro. Caleb loses his feet, and we're going to already have a delayed penalty for a trip on the Mad Hatters as Easton Del Bosco sends it up. Caleb thought it was on him. He pointed at himself. He said, "Me? Wait a minute." So your Bulls are going to be on their power play. Henry Arns out to take the face-off. Doro on his right. You got Ethan Buck, Gus Federley, and Easton Del Bosco behind him. Henry wins it back to Ethan. Ethan takes a long bomb shot. Stopped up by the Mad Hatters goalie. Great shot there already. Hatters win the face-off. They send it up towards Ethan. Ethan stops it at the blue line, takes a long shot, and Caleb Doro with the deflection almost gets that one in, but the goalie manages to fend it off. Mad Hatters push into neutral zone. Hatters on the attack, harried by Bulls defenders. The Bulls come up with it. That's Easton Del Bosco skating through. He's got some space. He's got one to beat. They get a stick in on him. Easton manages to direct it at the goalie. It's still loose, and the goalie dives on it. Great look there. Great job by a defenseman getting out into open space and trying to make something happen. Bulls are going to take a line change here. Graham Pugh, cheetah blood in his pink skate laces, coming out here to take the face-off. Will Federley on his left. Hayes Hallman behind him. Nate Key on his right. Hatters win the face-off. They send it around behind their own net. Will Federley gets tripped up and falls. Wheeler comes up with it. He's skating through space. He sends it around. Parker Allen. Hatters on the attack. Graham Pugh gets tangled up with somebody. And they call a high stick, but it looks like the Hatters touched it first, and so there's not going to stop play. Puck is trapped up against the boards over there. Hatters send it across ice, and they chase right after it, but Bulls are right there with them. Hayes Hallman in there throwing the body. Graham Pugh now has it. He goes to start taking off. A Hatter goes down and loses his stick. Bulls pick it up. Hayes Hallman makes a guy miss, sends it up against the board. He's got it for Nate Key. Nate Key makes a move, sends it in deep. Bulls are chasing, but little lethargic here. Hatters send it up. Nate takes a long shot. It bounces, and the goalie deflects it aside. Will Federley picks it up in the corner, looks, gets shouldered by Wheeler, and Wheeler's going to go to the box for that one. So your Bulls are going to be on a power play again. Henry Arns out to take the face-off with Keegan Brennan on his right. Elijah Cole setting up in the slot. Easton Del Bosco and Ethan Buck behind him. Bulls win it. Keegan, hang on, got a problem here. I'm not sure why we stopped play. No, something's wrong with the clock, apparently. All right, here we go. Puck is dropped. Keegan picks it up, tries to get it over Henry. Hatters clear it. They're chasing. Ethan's going to have to turn the jets on, but that's going to be an icing. Puck is dropped. Keegan sends it back to Henry. Henry makes a guy miss. Henry takes the shot, kicked aside by the Hatters goalie.
Man, Elijah Cole almost got him one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He was digging for it. I think he made some of the Hatters kids mad over there.
Well, they would dig at him if he were in the net.
There you go. That's what I was going to say.
So taking the face off, Henry Arns knocks it back to Ethan Buck. Ethan Buck takes a shot from the deep position, knocked out well by the Mad Hatters goalie. Puck spits back over towards Ethan Buck. Henry Arns gets it knocked away and out of the zone. Mad Hatters will charge all the way into the corner. So they pick it up, try a centering pass, cut off by Henry Arns. Henry now skates it up, working through the neutral zone. Passes it up, looking for Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole picks up the loose change from Henry. Henry now picks it up from behind Elijah, looking to center it to Elijah. Gets it right off Elijah's skate. Elijah tries to knock it off his stick and get a shot off. The Mad Hatters going the other direction. Easton and Ethan both in great position. Tab will just come out of the net and cover. Some good chemistry going on there between Henry Arns and Elijah Cole, it looks like. So Graham Pugh back in to take the face-off. Looks like Gus Federley over there at left wing. Mad Hatters take a shot. Hayes Hallman knocks it down. Caleb Duro now skating along the far wall. Knocks it along the wall. Mad Hatters try to push him up against him. Graham Pugh comes in to back him up. Gets it back over to Caleb. Caleb takes a shot. And goalie just eats it up here in the Mad Hatters end zone.
Goalie's been on fire so far. They've been peppering him, and nothing's getting by him right now.
Graham Pugh to take another face-off against number 23, Wheeler. Graham Pugh wins another one, and Parker steps up. One times it towards the goal. Graham Pugh now tries to center a pass. He gets it over to Caleb, who puts it in. Caleb standing in just the right place. Bang, bang pass, and Caleb Duro scoops one up and puts it in the top of the net where Mama keeps a peanut butter.
That's right. Great job there, Caleb, to be in position and battle for that open space, and paid off.
So Bulls on top of the Mad Hatters, 1-0. 8-10 left here in the first.
Defense has got to stay disciplined. Wheeler's out there for the face-off.
Henry Arns takes the face-off for the Bulls. Knocks it over. Wheeler wins that face-off. They knock it over to their left wing. Wheeler now picks it up, carries it through the zone. Takes a shot. Defense doing a good job just pushing him out. Ethan scoots one up, and it's going to roll straight through center ice, and it's almost still net. We should still have an icing here, though. Just a little bit farther. And we could have avoided that icing call. Ethan with a great job clearing it out.
And Tyler, I was talking to Elijah about old Wheeler before this game, and said the biggest thing is you got to slow him down. Don't stop him. You don't have to steal it from him. Just slow him down.
Just get in his way. Make him work around you. Let your defense catch up. And so far, they're doing a pretty good job of keeping him contained. They try to take a long shot there from the far wall. Cut off well by the Bulls, and it splits over into the Bulls' offensive zone. They're going to quickly work it back out. Ethan Buck now picks it up. Sends it up the ice to Nate Key, who tries to send a cross-ice pass over to Henry. It almost gets intercepted, but Henry able to pick it up and carry it on in. Henry Arns now around his own net, changes directions. Sandwiched between two guys in green. Ethan takes a bouncing shot from the blue line, and Ethan scores himself a shot from the defensive position. I'm not sure if Henry tipped that in at the last minute, but great job taking the shot there.
I think Henry tipped that in. I'm not sure, but
it was bouncing all the way in, and if Henry got a stick on it, it was just barely, but we'll give it to both of them. Ethan and Henry both doing a fantastic job being where they need to be there. Graham Pugh takes the face-off, sends it back towards Hayes. Hayes looking for Elijah. Bounces off Elijah's sticks over to Graham's, and then picked off by the Mad Hatters. Mad Hatters now charging into the defensive zone, met quickly by Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole, or Hayes Allman, battling over there in the corner with Wheeler. Wins the battle. Kicks it out to Keegan. Keegan trying to carry it across the blue line. Just can't quite scoop it out. Now Wheeler's got it again, working through the middle. His favorite spot to go through is right up the middle if you can contain him to the outside. It's a lot harder for him to take a shot. Bulls doing a lot of good poke checking. Parker ends up with it, sends it out towards Elijah. Elijah trying to use his skates to kick it out of the zone. Still can't clear it. Matt Hatter's doing a good job here keeping the puck in their zone. Keegan's got to clear that, and does. Matt Hatter's will at least have to reset, if nothing else. But in the meantime, Keegan picks up the loose change from everybody batting it around. Now Hayes has it. Hayes is going to skate it into the zone, and we have an offsides. Keegan was nowhere near the blue line.
Yeah, Keegan didn't see that he had to get back.
The second half of the season here, and you can tell we still have a couple of players that are, this is their first year at 10U, still not used to the offsides rule. They are getting a lot better at it. We're not getting near as many offsides calls as we did first half of the season so far. Henry Ardens flips that up and out of the zone. Met by Caleb Duro, who pokes it away. Makes the Mad Hatters work a little harder to get it back in. They take a shot on Tab. Tab covers it up.
Great heads-up play. That was moving fast through there.
It was. It was a long shot. He had a lot of time to react, but still a great reaction. Henry Yarns taking another face-off. Wins it going forward. Pushing the green jerseys. Works back to Easton Del Bosco. Easton chasing into the corner. Sends it behind his own net. Over to Gus Federley. Gus Federley tries to pop it up the boards to Henry. But the Mad Hatters send it back deeper. Working around the back of the net to Ethan. Ethan tries to get it out along the boards. They send it one in front of the net. Bouncing puck and just wide right of the net. Mad Hatters send another one back around. Try to center pass, but cut off by Easton. Easton able to send it up to Henry. Henry now, he's got a little bit of an opportunity. He takes a shot and puts it in the top right corner
as he slides
into home plate. Feet first. Great job there by Henry Arns, taking the shot, getting an open shot, taking it and putting it not over the net. We have a tendency to shoot over the net so many times, and he put that one just in the top right corner as the goalie fell to his knees. So Bulls just absolutely dominating this first period. Shots on goal and possession and everything.
Still a lot of hockey, though.
Still a ton of hockey. We got to dominate all three periods, but I like where the first one's going. Hayes Hallman doing a good job of pushing Wheeler to the outside. Graham Pugh comes in to back him up. Wheeler has to take a shot from all the way against the boards. Hayes again, chase him into the corner. Backed up there by Will Federley. Nate Key now comes in, pokes that one away. Hayes finishes it off. Hayes now carrying it forward, works around one. They pop it up, and puck goes all the way up, hits the side of the penalty box, bounces back into play. Wheeler now carrying it through the zone, knocked away. Good job there by Nate Key, knocking that away. It gets dumped into the corner, and he's going to give a hard chase. Mad Hatters carried around their own goal. Good pass out of the zone from them. They get it back over to their playmaker, Wheeler, who immediately sends it back to number 22. Hayes tries to send it out of the zone, but their D-man did a good job of blocking it, holding up the blue line. Who's that? Parker Allen just took a puck off the face mask, it looks like. And now
that was Graham Pugh.
Graham Pugh knocks that one away. Graham working it up the wall, getting hit and tripped almost the entire way. Loses the puck, grabs it, gets it over to Will Federley, who backhands it right into the goalie's glove. He did a backhanded one-timer.
What a look.
Man, that goalie was in good position and was watching that back door the entire time. Great job there by the Mad Hatters goalie to seal that up. And a really good shot off of Federley's backhand. Elijah Cole off the face-off immediately sends it across ice towards Easton Del Bosco. Man, Elijah Cole knocks that one away. What a hustle. Del Bosco now with the puck, trying to get it through the neutral zone. Elijah Cole collides with a green jersey. He's still standing. The green jersey's against the wall. Henry Arns Cross ice pass over to Ethan Buck, who corrals it in and immediately sends it up to Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole looking for somebody to pass to, sends it up, and
offsides.
Going to have an offsides. Man, it's amazing what a team looks like when they pass the puck. This is night and day from the tournament we saw the weekend of the 17th. Off the faceoff, Keegan gets it into the zone. Surrounded by all 5 black jerseys. Bulls had already kind of retreated into the defensive zone. Henry now in some wide open space along this near wall. Comes around the corner. Reverses course. Tries to get the puck back. Taken away by the Mad Hatters. Ethan steps up, tries to keep it in. Easton Del Bosco in a race to the end. We'll have an icing.
I thought we sent that down, but okay.
I thought we did too.
We'll take it.
So minute 59 left here in the first period. Bulls up 3-0 on the Mad Hatters. Graham Pugh pushes another face off towards the defense. Parker Allen pushes it up. Lost at the feet of Gus Federley, who goes down with a trip, and Graham Pugh puts another one up there.
Wow, what a
top
statement.
Of the net. Graham Pugh.
Oh, cheetah blood.
I'm telling you, he ate that bacon cheeseburger last night like it was nobody's business.
I'm making a cat sound now. Well, it's gonna be like when he scores. That's Graham. I promise you that the next time you score, that will play.
Dude
on
is
the broadcast.
On fire today. A minute 49. Score 4-0 Bulls. Graham Pugh again off the faceoff, ends up with it with a little help from Gus and takes another shot. Goalie looks this one all the way into the glove. Not interested in letting Graham score another one. Graham Pugh sends another one back to Parker Allen. Parker look to one side, look to the other side. Now Wheeler's on a run. Tab Baker comes out and challenges him. Hayes Hallman was there the entire way, staying in his face, and he never really got much of a shot off, but Tab Baker doing a great job coming out of net and just challenging him in that one-on-one. I say one-on-one. It was 2 guys coming in hard at him. So
unbelievable play there by Tab. That's as a goalie, and Elijah's told me this, you get scored on like that by a kid that can put it over your head and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it can make you a little skittish when they come at you again like that on a breakaway. But Tab just came out, shut him down.
So off the face-off, Wheeler wins this one going backwards, but Henry Arns giving it a hard chase, having to work around a bunch of black jerseys. And we're going to have an offsides. Easton Del Bosco tried to pop it right back on. And we had 3 guys that were still on the other side of the blue line.
And, hey, Mom, I see your comments. Hey, Coach Uptain, we see you too. And Remy, we miss you, buddy.
Definitely miss some Remy this weekend. Ethan Buck doing a great job of filling in for him, but
23 up there cherry picking, way up in the top of the neutral zone.
He's usually there. That's not. I like that swing he had on the back end too. And we have a hook that's not called over here on Nate Key. Against Nate Key, that is. Oh, great job there by Federley knocking that one out. And Nate Key's going to give it a good chase. That puck was sitting in front of the net for anybody's picking, and
Will Federley just stole it.
Will Federley who took it and sent it down ice. Great job, heads-up play there. Puck sitting right here in front of Matt Hatter's goal. Graham Pugh comes in to chase it. Graham gets it on his stick. Nate and Graham both fighting for it. Graham backhands one, looking for Nate at the center. Nate almost had it, reached the stick out. Nate tries to center one. He backhands one towards the middle. And we have the end of the first period as Wheeler took the puck and was headed with a full head of steam out of his zone. Buzzer couldn't have sounded at a better time, I don't think.
Yeah, what a first period. Had a huge shutdown on their stud by our goalie, and just some great offensive looks out there.
I would be willing to bet that the Mad Hatters have not seen a game like this yet.
In a minute, I think they had a pretty rough one against the Phoenix a couple weekends ago, or a couple of league weekends ago. But yeah, I don't know that they've been punched in the mouth like this in a minute, though.
4-0 start. That's
a lot of hockey left to play, though.
Quite the statement from the Bulls, who obviously came to play today.
All right, so I think we're coming up on the end of our 60-second intermission here, but the Mad Hatter's goalie was trying to get some equipment seen to, but he's good now. And we will switch sides. We got Graham Pugh, Elijah Cole, Keegan Brennan, Parker Allen, and Hayes Hallman out there. So I couldn't tell exactly who that was. I couldn't see the numbers at first. My eyes are going bad, Tyler.
Well, a lot of these guys, they keep their numbers
tucked into
the back of their pants. Like you see on Parker's right now, it's hard to tell sometimes when the jerseys get like that. Graham Pugh winning the face-off right back to Parker. Parker will send it around behind the net, bounces off the wall. Hayes Hallman will be the first one there. Works it up, finds Graham Pugh, center ice. Graham Pugh now working into the offensive zone. Getting poked and prodded the entire way in. Loses the puck, but he knocks a guy down in the process.
They're going to call Graham for that.
We get a penalty on Graham. You know, if Graham had fallen in any of that stabbing that was going on all the way down ice, he probably would have drawn a penalty. But instead, the sure-footed Graham Pugh comes back around and will end up in the penalty box. So here on this penalty kill, it's going to be Henry Yarns taking the face-off against Wheeler. Parker Allen over at defense along with Hayes Hallman, Keegan Brennan. Hayes gets the puck off the face-off, bounces it straight up in the middle of the goal. But Henry ends up sweeping it out. Keegan now trying to get it on a stick, bounces it along the wall. Henry able to send it on across the blue line, but they pick it up quickly at neutral zone. Now it's just Hayes and Parker back. They get a shot off, and it flies up in the air high. And Tab Baker with the pop fly catch.
Great job, Tab.
Those shot games make me nervous. Get cold back there. I'm like, stay to the board. Do something.
Ethan Buck, Easton Del Bosco, Caleb Duro, and Henry Arns out on the ice now. Henry wins the faceoff, takes it behind his own net. Trying to work it out, sends one up, gets it into the neutral zone, but quickly picked off there by the Mad Hatters. Mad Hatters bring it right back in the zone, surrounded by white jerseys.
That's a high stick.
That is a high stick.
But he didn't call it.
He did not call it. And Wheeler now moving through the defense. Ethan's got to push him onto the outside, not let him make that edge. He tries a center pass, and they have a one-timer bouncing in front of the goal, but just left of Tab. Wheeler sends another one back to the D-man. He takes a saucer pass over back to Wheeler. Wheeler centers one up and over the goal. Penalties expired, so everybody's back to full strength. Gus Federley out on the ice, along with Caleb Duro. Ethan Buck sends a cross-ice pass right through the center. Luckily, Henry Arns there to help out and knock that away. Henry Arns now skating back across the ice through the neutral zone. He crosses, but I believe that...
I think Gus had a step on him.
Yeah, Gus had a step on him, so Henry with a full head of steam. The Bulls get it offsides.
Hey, Coach Catalane. Glad you could watch.
Graham Pugh now takes the face-off, sends one over to Nate Key. Will Federley now chasing into the corner. Mad Hatters work it back out of the zone. Gets back to Hayes Hallman in neutral zone. Hayes pops it up the wall. Sends another one up the wall off his backhand. Still trying to get it. They got it over Grand Pugh for just a half a second, but the Mad Hatters knock it away. Now it's going to be Parker Allen. Takes it behind his own goal. Coming around, sends a pass up looking for Will Federley, but cut off. Hayes Hallman now take it into the corner. Tries to push his Mad Hatter out of the way. Nate Key comes in, tries to backhand one out of the zone. Graham Pugh comes in to help out. Graham still not able to clear the zone. Parker Allen swipes at the shot, and Tab Baker with a great initial save, and then he takes a stick and just sweeps it away from in front of the goal. Leaves the play alive. Graham Pugh knocks that one away, sends it over to Will Federley, who pushes it into the offensive zone. Will Federley coming in hot. Graham Pugh and Nate Key chasing in. Nate Key knocks that one away as he's looking for a line change. Graham Pugh flips that up. Gets knocked down as we get fresh legs on the ice, and Henry Arns. Henry Arns now working across the center. Nobody skating with him. Hayes needs to skate up. Hayes looking for Henry's all by himself as the Bulls were trying to make a line change. They were trying to figure out if they were going to make one or not. Mad Hatters now working through the neutral zone. Ethan Buck in good position. But again, this is not his position he's been playing all year. Doing a great job of keeping him to the outside. Good job taking it away, Ethan Buck. Ethan sends one up to Keegan Brennan. Keegan Brennan now working through the neutral zone. Pops one along the wall with his backhand. Coming in hot to the offensive zone. He's got Henry Arns at center right in front of the goal. He looks for Henry. Centers one right in front of the net. Henry Arns gets a long shot off. Will Federley was over there too, right in front of the goal in great position. Keegan again knocks that one away. Mad Hatters now working it back out. Henry Arns trying to take it away. He'll change direction. He sends one up ice. Looking for Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole tries to pop it off his backhand over to Keegan Brennan. Taken away, though, by the Mad Hatters. Henry Arns with it again. Keegan doing a good job this time of staying on the blue line. Henry Arns works along the left side. He's working around the back of the net. He's got Keegan just to the right of the goal. He sends one all the way back to Ethan Buck, who's already scored one today. Ethan Buck takes a shot back towards Henry Arns. Henry Arns with a backhand off the goalie's pad. And Elijah tried to scoop it in. Elijah now sends it back around the backside of the net. Graham Pugh enters in the ice. Graham Pugh takes it into the corner. He's still got Elijah right there in front. Elijah takes a stab at it with a one-timer and just knocked away. Graham Pugh again using that body to work around, make a big circle through the offensive zone. And Keegan Brennan takes a shot, gloved by the goalie. Mad Hatters goalie just taking some serious shrapnel here.
I'm loving this pressure. How much time we got, Tyler? I can't see the clock.
We got 6:41 left here in the second period. Score
Wow.
4-0. Good guys. Hayes Hallman and Parker Allen back on defense. Graham Pugh still in at center. It looks like it's going to be Gus Federley at right wing. Caleb Duro at left. Caleb Duro tries to pop one in. Just off the goalie's pads. Mad Hatters now coming into the zone hot. Hayes Hallman and Parker Allen in good position. Hayes pushing to the outside. They take a shot on goal. No goal. That one popped off the top of the bar. Puck works over to Gus Federley. Gus Federley able to clear the zone. Great job there by Tab. I'm not sure what it hit, but it looked like it came off the top bar. I didn't hear a ding. Parker Allen now. Puck works on his own goal. He tries to send it out. Does. Gets it over to Gus Federley. Gus Federley tries to work it up the wall and clear it out. Able to do so. Graham Pugh will be the first bull there. They've waved off the icing. Graham Pugh's going to come off the ice for Henry Arns. Henry Arns gets in position. Finds a Mad Hatter behind his own net. Henry Arns now picks it off. Just out physicaling Wheeler right now. Henry Arns just changing direction. Tries a backhand one to the center. Mad Hatters do a good job of cutting that centering pass off. Parker Allen Stays in good defense, pushing along the whole way. Hayes Hallman comes in to help out. Puck pops away. Parker Allen sends it around the backside. Looking for Gus. Gus trying to get it on his stick. Just can't quite get it. Finally does. Carries it across into the neutral zone. Henry Arns now has it. Takes a shot from blue line just about wide of the goal. But smart play there by the Mad Hatter goalie just to glove it in, hold it, and stop the clock. Let his team reset. So 4:56 here left in the second period. Score 4-0. Bulls.
What's the official time, Tyler?
It is 4:56.
Okay. So our time's off a little bit. Sorry about that, y'all. Lauren says it wasn't her fault.
Ethan Buck now with the puck. Sends a cross-ice pass over to Nate Key. Nate Key backhands one immediately back to Graham Pugh. Graham Pugh now working up. He's got Will Federley over on his left. But the puck just spits right between the two of them. Graham Pugh now trying to send it over to Will. Will moving over towards center. Graham takes a shot, but it goes wide and ends up along the back wall. Mad Hatters now coming through, but Graham back checking and continuing to battle the whole way along the wall. Del Bosco now sends it up. Del Bosco trying to get a handle on it, flips the backhand up the wall, gets it over to Graham Pugh. Graham Pugh sends it right towards the referee, and we should have an icing here.
Yeah.
And we do. Graham Pugh just a little bit too much on it. If he could have hit the ref, maybe we could have avoided that icing call.
I'm not sure what happened on the far end down there, but I thought that one was going in for sure.
I did too.
On that last offensive.
It looked like
play.
maybe it went just a little bit wide and bounced off the wall to me, but hard to tell from this angle and this distance. Henry Arns to take the face off. Face Hallman and Parker Allen back on defense. Elijah Cole over at left wing. Keegan Brennan at right. Henry Arns just continuing to impose his will and push through these black jerseys. Henry takes a long shot, bouncing towards the goal. Keegan was skating up hot to it, but couldn't grab that rebound.
Get there, E. Break it up.
Hayes has it at center ice. Sends a cross-ice pass. Good pass over to Henry Arns, who carries it back across the blue line. Looks like Keegan may have been just a step off.
He got back, and I think he anticipated the play moving a little faster than it did. So
nice look there to send it cross
look.
ice, and Henry sprinting in, but Bulls unable to capitalize on that play there.
I see you, Deborah Arns. Thanks for watching.
So Henry sends the face-off over towards Keegan's way. Keegan now pops into the offensive zone. He's going to chase it into the corner. Mad Hatters send it around there on net. Henry Arns now picks it up right to the left of the center. Puts one on goal. Off the goalie's leg pad. Henry takes a pass, sends it back to Hayes. Hayes takes a shot, puts one in the goal. Hayes Hallman with his first goal of the tournament. Puts one in the back of the net. Great assist there by Henry Arns.
Well, great heads-up play there by Hayes to just be in position and waiting for it. There was no hesitation. He fired immediately, and it hit the back of the net.
Great job there by the 17 and 76 to put a goal on the board. So Bulls now up 5-0. Is it 6 points where we get a running clock, or is it 5?
I think that's correct.
So one more goal.
Timeout, maybe? How much time's left, Tyler?
Yeah, it's 3:06 left here in the second period. If the Bulls can score one more, we'll have a running clock for the rest of the game, which would be obviously in our best interest.
All I'll say is that the clock pretty much never gets wrong when Kip Cole runs the clock. So I'm just saying. So
we know where Justin's sleeping. He's going to be on the pull-out couch tonight.
We got 2 queen beds. I'll be all right.
Elijah gets one, Lauren gets the other, and Justin on the pull-out.
Sleeping on the floor.
Well, with the way Elijah's playing, he should get a bed to himself for sure. Wonder how many of our Bulls players are having a good time.
Looks like they're all having a good time.
It's hard not to have a good time when when you're on top of the score.
Still a lot of hockey left to play, though.
I know.
They started the clock over like at the start of the third period. Their clock is messed up now.
Hang on. So
Yeah, it looks like their clock's messed up.
I think the refs are talking to them. Yeah, they restarted the clock like it was the next period. I think the clock
Yep, there we
folks
go.
got confused.
There it is, 3:06. We should
All
go
right.
back to the second period on the scoreboard, which has still got third, but we're not going to fret that. Grandview takes the face off. Wins it back towards the referee. Ricochets off and ends up in Mad Hatter's hands, but in the Bulls zone. Wheeler now coming in. He's got Ethan Buck. Tries to work around Ethan. Does. Flips one to the center. They try a one-timer on him. Tab Baker in good position, though, watching the whole thing go down. Grandview knocks it away. Gets it over to Gus Federley. Gus Federley knocks it up the boards. Easton Del Bosco waits for everybody to get on sides. Flips one back into the offensive zone. Wheeler sends one back out. Looking for one of their guys that was moving pretty fast through the neutral zone. But Ethan Buck cut him off. Grandview now chases behind Mad Hatter's net. Puck works its way out. Ethan takes it at center ice. Sends one back up looking for Gus Federley. And looks like maybe Gus, I guess maybe didn't have his foot back across.
Couldn't tell.
So we'll have an offsides here.
What a great defensive play back here by Ethan to be just patient. He didn't break. He didn't try to steal that puck from 23. He waited and made the guy shoot a bad shot, and it completely missed Tab altogether.
Yep. Get them to the outside. Let them mess up. Nate Key flips one into the offensive zone. Sends it around the corner. Will Federley now in the corner. Henry Arns steps in to help him out. Hayes steps up, pokes one up the wall, sends another one up the wall. Mad Hatters come away with it, though. Hayes stabbing at it the whole way. Henry Arns ends up picking it off. Works one up and out of the zone, and we'll have an offsides. Henry over there calling it right in front of their bench. That's offsides, man. So Will Federley at right wing. Nate at left. Henry Arns still at center. Parker Allen, defense there, swatted at it and tried to send it back around his own net. Mad Hatters try to center one. Henry Arns waiting right there in the middle to pick it off. He goes through a load of black jerseys where they steal it away. Nate Key with a falling pass through the neutral zone. Henry Arns lunges forward trying to grab that one. Very patient on the Mad Hatters position there. Good job there by Will. Send it up to Henry. Henry sends it back towards Hayes. They get a shot off and it bounces off Tab's stick. Good job by Parker knocking that away. Hayes Hallman now with a little bit of open white space in front of him.
Both teams just look like they are wearing down.
Well, they do. Bulls definitely look gassed right now. Ever since the timeout, they came back out and just not as much energy for sure. Henry has it on his stick, puts a shoulder into a man, gets it out of the zone. Mad Hatters here with an offsides. You know, I feel like Tab's getting a little bored back here.
Yeah, that's always a danger, right?
Need a bullhorn back here to wake him up every blue moon. I'll tell you what, though, he's been awake when we've needed him to be awake. Doing a good job back there in net. Parker Allen flips one up, trying to find Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole, I'm pretty sure.
The kid had his hooked in, basically, and they're calling Elijah for a stick hold.
He's holding a stick. He held his stick and put it against his body.
Well, I
That
thought
is what it is.
Self character.
So Bulls will head off onto a penalty kill.
We got to watch out. 23 stacked up in the slot here. Keegan's over on him. Hayes is looking at him.
Hayes knows exactly where he is.
4 seconds, guys.
You know, when your best player wears a blue helmet and he's the only one with a blue helmet, it's pretty easy to
Pick him out, yeah.
If I were him, I'd get me a black helmet. Hayes on him again, lifting his stick, not letting him do anything, and they end the period. Oh, and he just tried to kick a skate at Hayes. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Well, the kid's good, and he's getting frustrated, and the Bulls need to keep that up.
He's really good. That's the thing you got to do. I mean, the teams that continue to give us headaches are always the ones that frustrate our best players.
So top of the third, Bulls up 5-0. Got to hang on to this one.
With 55 seconds left in the box.
Oh, he was hot too. He was not happy that he throwing up his hands like, what did I do?
Well, sure don't expect the Mad Hatters to give up just because the score's 5-0.
No, not at all.
They will continue, and they can score fast.
They can.
So Bulls need to stay alert.
I think we played them at center ice. They came back by like a 3-goal deficit, I think it was, and it became a 1-point game at that point.
They need to keep this team on their heels and continue to put the pedal to the metal. Graham Pugh back in at center ice, taking the face off. Keegan Brennan to the right. Ethan Buck and Easton Del Bosco back in defense. Graham Pugh wins the face off going forward. Mad Hatters try to back one up, backhand one out. Cross ice pass by Wheeler, cut off by Keegan, finished off by Easton. Wheeler now takes a shot from deep in his own territory. Keegan tries to work that one up the wall. Henry Arns now back in, works it around his own net. Sends one up, off the glass. D shot from Mad Hatters. Gets over to Henry, who shoots it out. Clears the zone. Mad Hatters reset. Hatters now bringing it in. Wheeler with another shot. Sends one wide of the goal. Picks up his own rebound. Two guys charge at him. Dodges around Henry. Wheeler with a backhand. I think Tab made a stop on that one. Now Keegan's going to carry it through. Carries it into the neutral zone. He's got several guys around him. Guy twice his size just continuing to hold on to him. Gets tripped up as he's coming into the crease. And we get a hook on number 26, who was right there with him the entire time.
Great job, Keegan, drawing that penalty.
But Keegan draws the penalty. And power play goes the other way. So the Bulls on a power play will take the face off here in their own offensive zone. Will Federley over to left wing. Henry Arns at center. Gus Federley at right wing. Hayes Solomon and Parker Allen in for defense. Right off the face-off, Matt Hatters carrying it straight through the neutral zone. Hayes goes in, tries to poke it out. Not able to do much, but stays in his way the entire way through. Hayes finally steals it away. Gets it over towards Gus, who flips one up the wall. Can't clear the zone, but Henry comes in to help him out. They take a shot off Hayes' skate. Hayes knocks one up and out. Got Henry along the wall. Henry carries it through the neutral zone, comes in, changes direction again. Does a pirouette. Stolen away right before he can get it on his forehand to take a shot. Henry steals that one away, works one along the wall, brings it in, pulls it out. Serious moves here by Henry. Henry sends one back. Looking for Will, who takes a shot as he falls. Hayes pops up, keeps that one in, sends it deeper into the offensive zone. He's got Gus Federley battling in the corner. Gus just getting pinned against the wall. Mad Hatters now able to clear the zone. Henry Arns goes down as they come out. So the Bulls
Come on, defense.
retreating back. They take a shot, bounces off a couple of guys, ends up on Hayes' stick, who's able to send it out. Mad Hatters back to full strength. Hayes now sends that one back up the wall. Looking for Graham. Graham Pugh just shoves a guy down. No call. They were both being super physical, so probably a smart no call there. Hayes Hallman now carries it through the neutral zone. They call an offsides, but I do not think Federley was offsides there.
Yeah, he may have had a step on him. I don't know.
I thought he still had a skate on the blue line, but like I said, this angle here is not the greatest angle to see hockey from.
It doesn't help that their lines are kind of faded too. They're really hard to see.
So Easton and Ethan in on the defense. Off the face-off, puck goes back to Ethan.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Ethan tried to get there, but the Mad Hatters ended up getting there first. Ethan now is going to work it around his own goal. Sends one up the boards to Keegan. Graham Pugh now picks up the loose change off the wall. Working through the middle of the defense. Mad Hatters with a great pass out. Cut off well by Ethan. Ethan sends one up and out. And now it's back on Keegan's stick. Keegan gets tripped up as looking for a penalty as the Mad Hatters entered the zone. Where's this kid been on the Mad Hatters? This skating with it. There's some serious speed. Should have an icing here. Number 32 on the Mad Hatters just came in out of nowhere on that play with some fantastic hustle, trying to make something happen here late in the game. 7:59 left here in the third period. Score 5-0 Bulls. Henry takes the face off. Hayes and Parker back in for the defense. Caleb Duro and I can't tell who else is out there with him, but lots of shots right there on Tab, and Tab doing a great job still just figuring out that screen. Hayes just came off the ice. I'm not sure what happened. So the Bulls putting some offensive pressure on here, but Mad Hatters with control of the puck.
Bulls playing back soft. They're keeping two attackers in the zone and a attacker in the neutral zone.
Come on, Bulls. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Hayes Hallman has the puck, flips one up the boards all the way up and out. We should have an icing. And I'm not 100% positive, but when Hayes came off the ice just then, I could have sworn they said broken stick, but I think that's his stick he's still playing with. So, Dad over here sweating.
I don't see a pro shop, so.
But they don't. There are pro shops though, luckily in Nashville. We could find him another stick. We do have a backup stick for him here. But he just got a brand new stick for Christmas, so no need to break the new stick in the first tournament we use it in. Hayes in the corner pushes that up towards Graham. Nate actually, I think, was the one who sent it over to Graham. Graham Pugh, as he enters the zone, gets it taken away. Nate right there tries to pick up the loose change. Can't hang on to it. Hayes flips it back up to Nate. Hayes again flips it into the zone. No icing. Got Will Federley chasing it into the corner. But popped back out. Will Federley right there at center trying to get a stick on it. able to send it up and out. Mad Hatters charging through the neutral zone, popped away by Graham. And Tab will just scoop that one up. Let everybody. I think Hayes wanted him to send it back out, but it probably wasn't a bad idea to freeze the puck there. 5:59 left in the game. Is that not the same time I said just a minute ago?
No, that's right.
So 5:59 left here in the game. 5-0. Off the face-off, Henry sends it back towards Parker, who sends it over to Elijah. Elijah working his magic along the boards. Gets back to Henry. Henry sends another one back up to Elijah. Elijah's got to catch up to it. He gets it up to Henry. Henry waits for Elijah to get on. Great hustle there by Elijah to get back on sides. Parker has got to hold up for everybody to get back on. Parker sends one in. Henry Arns lost the stick. He's got it back in his hands now. Elijah Cole chases into the corner. Centers one. Nobody home. Henry Arns picked it up after it made it through 4 black jerseys. Now Hayes will step up to the blue line, looking to take a shot. Sends the saucer straight to the goal. Knocked down by the Mad Hatters. Henry Arns picks it up. He's got complete control of it here in the corner as he gets boarded hard. Looking somebody to center it to. Centers it. Looks like Elijah picks it up. Takes a shot right off the goalie's pad. Hayes and Elijah were both looking at it. Hayes looked up, and Elijah had the shot on it better. So Henry Arns centers another one, trying to find Keegan. Keegan can't get it in off his backhand. Elijah sends one back to Parker, but unfortunately it clears the zone. Hayes pops it right back up, waiting for Henry to get on the sides. Henry gets on sides just as the puck was just stalled at the blue line. Henry now works it in around a couple of feet from the Mad Hatters. He's working across. He got Keegan right there to his right. Knocked away. He had no clue where it was. Hayes comes in, helps out, gets it over to Elijah. Elijah trying to get a shot off, and just tons of sticks getting in his way before he can get a handle on the puck. Hayes Hallman now working back in on defense. Keeps him to the outside. They get a shot, but wide of the goal and just goes right behind it. Parker Allen cuts that centering pass off, sends it around back to Keegan Brennan. Keegan working along the far boards. Sticks flying everywhere. I think that's a Mad Hatter stick. Keegan Brennan still just battling along the wall as the puck's in the neutral zone. Keegan will not give up on that play, just surrounded by black jerseys, but puck ends up on Hayes' stick. Hayes looks over to Elijah Cole, who's right at center ice. Elijah gets tripped, no call. Coach is on the Bulls bench looking for a penalty. Graham Pugh comes in looking for another goal. Puts one off his backhand. Goalie with a nice stop. Nobody there for the rebound. Easton Del Bosco, who had just come in for Parker, immediately jumps in on defense and gets in the way. Hayes Hallman now will come off. Caleb Duro skating through the neutral zone, gets tripped up as he enters. Spun around. Wheeler now with it on his stick. Defense just made a change. Great job there by Henry Arns to poke that one away from him. Henry had just come in off the bench, it looked like, and stole it away as Wheeler was on a fast break. Henry now working through the entire defense. Centers one, looking for Caleb. Got cut off by the Mad Hatters, but Henry again looking for somebody to center it to. Gus right in front of the goal. Caleb over to the left of the goal, waiting for a rebound. Bulls unable to take advantage of a shot, though. Mad Hatter sent it all the way back down. Easton Del Bosco is just going to go ahead and ice this puck. So a smart move there by Easton just to ice it. Pause the game. Get some fresh legs out there. 2:12 left in the game. Bulls on top, 5-0.
What an unbelievable performance.
All
by
day
everybody.
today.
Well, all day today, and just
Graham Pugh taking the face-off against Wheeler. Graham Pugh again, just face-off machine. The guy knows how to win them and immediately pushes it all the way into the offensive zone, battling the whole way. Tries to get it on his forehand to get a shot. Knocked down before he can do it. Wheeler now going the opposite direction. Hayes and Parker in great position. Hayes getting wide, taking a stab at him, continuing to work at him all the way into the corner. Wheeler unable to do anything with it as he entered the zone. Normally he would have worked around every single player and taken a shot up in the top corner, but unable to do it as the Bulls put another good defensive stand up, take the puck away, and clear it out. Oh, nice job there by Federley. They were trying to send it out of the neutral zone and dump it back into their offensive zone, and Will Federley just knocked it down out of the air. Unfortunately, he sent it across the blue line before Nate Key could get back across. So Bulls will have an offsides, but great play there. Henry Arns, another face-off. Mad Hatters send it over to their right wing. The Bulls end up with it, though. Easton Del Bosco battling in the mix, along with Keegan Brennan, who comes in and tries to take it away. Henry ends up taking it away, sends it up to Keegan. Keegan with a cross-ice pass looking for Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole, right as he comes into the offensive zone, met with some black jerseys. Keegan now chases it in, tries to take it away. Mad Hatters coming away with it. Henry Arns takes it behind his own net, working along the near wall. Works around a bunch of black jerseys. The whole offense following him across as he knocks a few down, tries a shot just wide. Keegan Brennan sends one towards the goal. It's loose. The goalie just spit it on out. Elijah Cole lost the stick. The goalie was nice enough to throw it back to him. Henry Arns pushes that through the neutral zone, dumps it into the offensive zone. Elijah Cole again. First one there. Graham Pugh now in, finds it on his stick, trying to get it back into the zone. Ethan Buck keeps it in. Ethan doing a great job again, just a defense position he's not used to, filling in for Remy Uptain and doing a fantastic job of keeping the puck in the zone. And the Bulls are your winner with 2-0 on the day. The Bulls come away with a Mad Hatter victory, a score of 5-0. So fantastic game today by the Bulls. Hopefully we will see you guys back here in the morning. We'll be back here at 8:15 to take on the Atlanta Phoenix, who are #1 in the division. So join us in if you can. Thanks for watching. Go Bulls.